kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. But the Indiana Fever just drew 2 million viewers without Caitlin Clark. That is mental. That is absolutely...
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever just smashed another viewership record, and, as usual, Angel Reese is trying to insert herself into the spotlight. But this isn't some cute oops, we did it again moment somewhere. A dusty old Nielsen box probably just exploded from sheer disbelief. Last time, Caitlin's performance broke the internet. This time, she might have broken the whole idea of broadcast logic. Grandmas tuned in. Toddlers stopped mid-juice box. And somewhere out in the galaxy, aliens are learning English just to chant, "Let's go Fever." This isn't just sports anymore, it's a full-on pop culture takeover in high tops. And Angel Reese? She still acts like she's the main event. Comment, Caitlin, below to show who really is the star. Let's go.
Numbers are in for the Indiana Fever Chicago Sky game. And I'm telling you right now, it's box office. God.
1,000 viewers, becoming the most viewed WNBA game on ION this season, despite Caitlin Clark's absence. The Caitlin Clark effect continues even when she's not on the court. Folks, this is a big deal.
Which brings us right to the chaos that was Sky versus Fever. This wasn't just a game, it was a ratings juggernaut. 1.9 million viewers tuned in. That's right, nearly 2 million people chose this WNBA showdown over whatever crime drama or cooking show rerun was on. It outdrew movies, news, and probably even a few awkward family dinners, and somewhere, a network executive just spit out their latte realizing they had scheduled this gem in the wrong time slot.
And I'm telling you right now, it did not stop the fans from wanting to watch this. I told y'all what it was. Long as we got to do is keep supporting the team, Caitlin Clark will be back in no time. Just as long as we make sure things stay on the up and up, everything's going to remain on the up and up. And now since we got Ari McDonald out there balling like there's no tomorrow, she's even more entertaining to watch anyways as of right now. She's giving life to the Indiana Fever fan base. So shout out to Ari McDonald's in drawing this viewership. That's who I'm putting the numbers on. I'm telling you right now, without Caitlin Clark being there, people can say what they want. People wanted to see Ari McDonald ball out, bro.
Of course, Angel Reese has seen those numbers. There's no way she hasn't. If ratings had paparazzi, she'd be front and center, posing on a metaphorical red carpet. She's ready to claim that the 1.9 million viewers tuned in just to see her game face, her rebounding hustle, and those fierce, "don't mess with me" expressions that could fry an iPhone screen. In Angel's version of reality, Caitlin Clark is just a guest star on the Angel Reese Renaissance Tour.
Goes on to say 1.9 million viewers for the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky game Saturday on CBS. Again, Caitlin Clark missed due to injury. It's the third most watched WNBA game of the 2025 season. The Fever versus the Sky opened at 2.7 million and Fever versus Liberty 2.2 million. And I'm telling you right now, guess who got the most views? The Indiana Fever. Hands down, the Indiana Fever got more views than any other damn team in the league. Tell you, bro, this team is single-handedly holding this thing.
And credit to Angel, her confidence is rock solid. She's probably whipping out slides with bar graphs and pie charts, trying to prove how her presence boosts the stock market and even improves the weather. Her Instagram story is probably titled Ratings Queen. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here almost allergic to the spotlight. She's quietly launching logo three-pointers like she's just warming up in an empty gym. She doesn't chase clout, clout checks her.
Doesn't matter who the Fever are playing. It does not matter who the Fever are playing, they're getting big viewership. They're getting massive viewership. And 1.92 million viewers is still crazy. Like, that's probably one of the top 15 most viewed WNBA games of all time.
And here we are again, asking the big question, who's really bringing in the viewers? Who's the true magnet? Arguing over this is like debating whether pizza or cheese is more important to a slice. Angel Reese is fireworks, bright and explosive. But Caitlin Clark? She's gravity. She holds the whole game together, her passes flow like poetry, her shots seem to defy physics, and her calm presence makes her the steady eye in the storm.
So, it's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Let's be honest, no one tuned in just to watch awkward layups and technical fouls. The 1.9 million viewers came for the edge-of-your-seat drama. It's not just basketball, it's reality TV with jump shots and technical fouls. Angel's body language alone deserves an Emmy. She celebrates a blocked shot like she just saved a puppy from traffic. Her energy is electric, and her flair impossible to ignore, but Caitlyn? Caitlyn isn't just playing the game, she's telling the story with every dribble.
Back to X, bro. Check out some of these comments, man. Let's check out some of these comments. But guys, I'm telling you right now, 1.9 million views without Caitlyn Clark is exceptionally well. Exceptionally well, man. Exceptionally well. I can't even lie. I can't even make this up, bro. Can't even lie. Somebody said we'll see the numbers in 2 days for ESPN game tonight for Liberty versus Sky. Bro, like, we already know. So, Caitlyn, like, we already know they're not going to have any views, bro. Caitlyn Clark is still there. People will show up just to watch her on the sidelines. They don't care.
Angel's reactions after a big play have become legendary. When she swats a shot into next week, the celebration that follows is pure theater. She gives the fans exactly what they want: intensity, attitude, and enough drama to keep NBA Twitter buzzing for days. Meanwhile, Caitlyn brings balance with surgical precision. She moves like a video game character designed with unbeatable stats. One sinks the shots, the other steals the spotlight. Together, they create something special. This rivalry has turned into the WNBA's Trojan horse, breaking through traditional sports boundaries and bringing the league into the mainstream. It's pulling in meme creators, sideline bloggers, and even fantasy league dads who suddenly care about field goal percentages. Your neighbor who still rocks cargo shorts? Yeah, now they're an expert on Caitlyn's shooting mechanics. Everyone's watching.
Atlanta Fever ended up tweeting out this statement, man. Check this out. Every seat filled. Oh my goodness. Every seat. No open seat. Are you kidding me? My goodness, man. Gamebridge was electric in today's home opener. Now you know. Oh man, that now you know is hitting harder than any flagrant foul on Caitlyn Clark last year. My goodness, man. Nah, man, but for real, this is amazing. This is really amazing, man.
Sure, Angel's frustrated, and she's right to want some credit for what she brings to the game. But here's the twist: every time someone says, "This isn't all about Caitlyn," the ratings go up again. It's like trying to cover the sun with a blanket. Impossible. Caitlyn's star just keeps shining brighter. You might block her shot, but good luck blocking her glow. She's not trying to be the main event, she just is. That said, Angel is still a key part of the story. Every great show needs tension, a foil, a wild card, and that's exactly what she is. Their rivalry? It's pure sports fiction, opposite styles, clashing energies, and just enough side-eye and passive-aggressive stares to keep the cameras rolling.
Angel Reese, part 38, let's give it! Life throws her lemons, she makes bricks. Bang! PSA to anyone watching, she is right-handed. Right-handed, by the way. She missed the rim by 3 feet, man. Bang! I gotta say, this is my favorite summer sitcom. Pecan? Butter pecan! Bang! Here's a stat. She's been blocked 20 times, and she's only made 21 hoops. What? Bang!
Their dynamic is so intense, it almost feels scripted. One brings flash, the other finesse. One talks a lot, the other lets her game do the talking. It's a yin and yang that has fans picking sides like it's March Madness meets Mean Girls, Team Caitlyn or Team Angel. Honestly, it doesn't even matter who you pick. What matters is they're showing up, selling out arenas, and pulling women's sports into the spotlight with every step, dribble, and even every side eye. This isn't just hype, it's a real movement. People tune in for the skills, stay for the drama, and come back because they genuinely care. Caitlyn might be the center of it all, but Angel keeps the whole thing spinning. The WNBA has found its formula: star power, fierce rivalries, and just the right amount of drama. And it's working.
But it was obviously on TV. It says here, sorry, it was on CBS. So it had only 300k viewers less than Fever versus Liberty. And that is a mental one. That is actually a mental one. Like, it doesn't really, like, the Fever and Sky is a rivalry people seem to want to watch. Genuinely, it's a rivalry people seem to want to watch. And it's a rivalry people, people care about. You see here, obviously ahead of it, Annie Costable wrote about the history. And look, it's not even about the history. It's not about history. It's because of the storylines. It's because of the drama. It's because of all of this stuff.
So yeah, 1.9 million people tuned in. Some came for Caitlyn, some showed up for Angel, but most were there for the tension, like ESPN meets reality TV, and they all witnessed something bigger than basketball. It was entertainment, energy, and excitement all wrapped up in one epic showdown. You better believe the exec who greenlit this game is now sitting in a pile of confetti, whispering, "Schedule the rematch." Here's the kicker that makes this whole story even more incredible. Caitlin Clark didn't even step on the court for that record-breaking game. She was on the bench, probably nursing an injury, sipping electrolytes, maybe even sketching out new plays or solving astrophysics problems just for fun. But the viewers didn't just show up, they surged. Like it was the Super Bowl of women's basketball. That's what happens when you're more than just an athlete. Caitlin is a cultural event. She doesn't even need to lace up to take over. Her pull is strong enough to shift TV ratings like tectonic plates. People don't just watch her, they orbit her.
Indiana Fever continue to fly high on the ratings when it comes to cable TV. Did this most recent meeting get them? Well, we are about to find out. Sans Clark, Fever Sky, still among top 10 WNBA games since 2001. Despite the absence of Caitlin Clark, the Fever Sky rivalry delivered one of the top 10 largest regular season or playoff WNBA audiences in the past 2 decades on CBS prime time. Saturdays, Fever Sky WNBA regular season game averaged 1.92 million viewers on CBS, marking the 8th largest WNBA regular season audience since 2001.
But don't worry, Angel Reese was ready, armed with her spreadsheet, a pie chart, and maybe even a TED Talk, all to prove that the 1.9 million viewers were there just for her. According to Angel Math, her 4 points and 12 rebounds were enough to single-handedly grab national attention. Yes, 4 points, the same number as the candles on a toddler's birthday cake, somehow made headlines. Add in the rebounds, or as she likes to call them, meows, and suddenly it's like we're witnessing the basketball version of a lunar eclipse. She strutted through the post-game like she'd saved the sport itself. As for the performance, let's just say it was more haunted house than highlight reel, full of missed shots, awkward floaters, and enough bricks to build a wall.
Another diabolical stat. She's 19 of 59 from less than 5 feet away. How about that, man? Bang! She should work at housekeeping for hotels because she could turn it over quickly. Lost by 27, scored only 4 points against the Indiana Fever. I mentioned no Caitlin Clark, no problem. Give and go. Like a given no shot of working. Bang!
You prefer car or plane?
Car or plane for what? For how you want to travel! That's too many steps and you can't do that.
Here's where things go from funny to downright surreal. The WNBA is booming, sellout crowds, merch flying off the shelves, even grandmas asking, who's the Indiana Fever? But Caitlin Clark? She could be sitting in the 3rd row, hoodie on, chewing gum, and still create more buzz than the player running up and down the court. You could even put a cardboard cutout of Caitlin in the corner, and fans would still be chanting her name like it's a revival. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is fighting tooth and nail online, tweeting and reposting like a PR intern trying to prove her worth. All over a stat line so quiet you could miss it during a bathroom break.
Talk about what you guys are talking about, which is Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever. Yeah! On national TV, except ain't Caitlin Clark hurt? Yeah, so what a perfect time to shine if you're Angel Reese. The floor is all yours. A lot of people are saying she's the one that lit the torch and is carrying the torch for the WNBA. A lot of people are saying it's Caitlin Clark. No better chance to show and prove. Well, the response from that national televised game is a little disturbing.
Caitlin's impact goes far beyond just playing basketball. She's not only a star on the court, she's the spark that fuels a whole movement. Her presence alone shakes up social media. She doesn't even need the ball in her hands to take over the conversation. One look, one smile, or a simple tap on a teammate's shoulder turns into viral content. Meanwhile, Angel's busy running her own mental highlight reel, casting herself as the underappreciated genius, narrating every side eye and rebound like it's a scene from her personal sports movie. But here's the thing, the rest of the world isn't watching that film.
So Angel Reese came out and had a 12 rebound, 4 point, 2 assist game in the absence of Caitlin Clark tonight. Angel, they're not coming for you. They're coming to watch the prodigal son or daughter, Caitlin Clark. So as the Indiana Fever beat the Chicago Sky by 29 points without Caitlin Clark, I asked the EBT community, do y'all have eyes?